Children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. So in the previous classes we have learnt about how to do different operations on money. That is how to add, subtract, multiply and divide. Yes, so in today's class we are going to solve some previous year questions based on that. Okay, from the chapter money we are going to solve some previous year questions. Let us look at the first question here. Madhu has the money shown below. This money is Madhu is having right now. Let us count the money. 10 plus 5, 15. Then we have 2, so that would be 17. Then we have 1, that will be 18. Then we have 50 paise. So 18 rupee. What is the total amount, children? 18 rupees 50 paise is the total amount Madhu has. Now moving on to the next part of the question. Raja has a group of coins with the same total value as Madhu's money. Which could be Raja's money? What are they saying here? Madhu is having 18 rupees 50 paise. In that he is having both notes and coins. But our Raju here has a group of coins, only coins. As you can see in the options, we are having only coins here. And what is the total value? The total value is the same as Madhu's money. That means Raju also has 18 rupees 50 paise with him. So among these four options, which could be Raja's money? That means we have to find out the option whose value is equal to how much, children? 18 rupees 50 paise. If you look at the first option, we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 2 rupee coins. So 2 into 5 is equal to 10 plus 1, 2, 3. 3 1 rupee coins, that is equal to 13 and a 50 paise coin. So the value of option A is 13 rupees 50 paise. Now coming to the option B, we are having 2 5 rupees coins. So 2 into 5 is equal to 10 plus again 2 2 rupee coins. 2 into 2 is equal to 4. 10 plus 4 is equal to 14. 14 plus 1, 15, 16, 17, 18 and then a 50 paise coin. So its value is equal to 18 rupee 50 paise. Option B becomes our correct answer. Understood, children, how to solve this one? We have to count the value of the coins present here, and the coins which match the value of 18 rupee 50 paise is our correct option. That is option B here. Next question 2. Gopal wanted to buy a shirt that costs rupees 150. He had 70 rupees. How much more does Gopal need to buy the shirt? What are they saying here? Gopal wants to buy a shirt. And what is the cost of that shirt? The cost is 150 rupees. But Gopal here has only 70 rupees with him. It is less than the cost, right? He should have 150 rupees, but he has only 70 rupees. Now how much more does Gopal need to buy the shirt? How to find out? We'll subtract these two. Yes, 150 minus 70. The difference between the two amounts, that is the actual cost of the shirt and the amount Gopal has, will give us the money he needs to buy the shirt. 0 minus 0, 0. 5 minus 7 is not possible. Borrowing. 15 minus 7, 8. What is the answer, children? 80 rupees. Option C, 18 rupees is the correct answer. So if Gopal has 80 more rupees apart from this 70 rupees, he will be able to buy the shirt. Next question 3. The table below shows the cost of a different number of tennis balls at a store. What is the table here? It shows the cost of different number of tennis balls. If you look at the table here, we are having number of tennis balls and the total cost. The cost of one tennis ball is not given for us. Yes, children, the cost of one single tennis ball is not given, but the cost of 3 such balls, 6 balls and 9 balls is given for us. Now, based on this pattern in the table, what is the cost of one tennis ball? You can take any of the 3 children. You can take this three balls cost 27 rupees, or 6 balls cost 54 rupees, and 9 balls cost 81 rupees. 3 cost 27, 6 cost 54, 9 balls cost 81. If we have here, we are having the cost of different number of balls, but we want the cost of one ball. How to find out? We need to divide. Yes, 27 divided by 3. The total cost of 3 balls divided by 3 will give us the cost of one ball. We know that 3 nines are 27. When we subtract, 0 is our remainder. Even if you look at this, 54 divided by 6. 6 nines are 54. When we subtract, again 0 is our remainder. And again 81 divided by 9. 9 nines are 81. When we subtract, 0 is our remainder. In all these 3 cases, what is the answer that we got? The cost of one ball is equal to 9 rupees. That is the quotient here. Yes, children, clear what is the answer now? 9 rupees. That is our option D. The cost of 3 balls is 27 rupees. Then the cost of one ball will be 27 divided by 3. Moving on to question number 4. Smita bought 80 liters of drinking water for a party. The total cost of drinking water was 240 rupees. Which of the following numbered sentences could be used to determine the cost of 1 liter drinking water? Again a similar question. Here we are having the cost of 80 bottles. 80 liters. Yes. The cost of 80 liters is 240 rupees. But what should we find out here? The sentence that could be used to determine the cost of 1 liter of drinking water. Just now what did we do, children? We divided the total amount by the total number of balls. In the same way here, we have to divide the total amount by the total number of liters to get the cost of 1 liter drinking water. So from the given options, which can be our answer? Option C, 240 rupees. When 240 rupees are divided by 80, that is the number of liters of drinking water. And what is 240? 240 is the cost of 80 liters of drinking water. When we divide these two, we will get the cost of 1 liter of drinking water. Yes, children? Next question 5. Krishna made this graph to show the number of hours that he worked for 4 weeks. If Krishna earned 60 rupees an hour, how much money did he earn in week 2? Now what are they saying here? Our Krishna here has a job. He has a job and he made this graph to show the number of hours that he worked. See here, in week 1, how many hours did he work? He worked for 4 hours. In week 2, he worked for 5 hours. In week 3, he worked for 2 hours. And in week 4, he worked for 6 hours. So this is the different number of hours he worked in the 4 weeks. What information do we have here? Krishna earns 60 rupees an hour. That means for each hour that he works, he will be paid 60 rupees. Now how much money did he earn during week 2? In week 2, how many hours did he work, children? He worked for 5 hours. See here we are having 4 and we are having 6. The bar graph here is in the middle. What comes in between 4 and 6? 5. So Krishna worked for 5 hours in week 2. And what is the payment here? He earns 60 rupees per hour. So how much will he get for 5 hours? 5 into 60 rupees. Yes, 60 rupees into 5. That is the amount that he earns per hour into the number of hours he has worked. 5 zeros are 0, 5 6 are 30. And remember to present the answer in rupees. Yes children, we are dealing with money here. So it is important that we write the answer in rupees. Our answer here is 300 rupees. Option C. How did we get it? The number of hours multiplied by the money earned per annum. Next question 6. Plain balloons cost 12 rupees each. Fancy balloons cost 16 rupees each. What would be the total cost for 5 plain and 5 fancy balloons? Are you able to see children? These are the plain balloons and these are the fancy balloons. The fancy balloons have different letters written on them. Yes. And what are they saying? That the amount of cost of the balloons differs. Plain balloons cost 12 rupees each and fancy balloons cost 16 rupees each. That means if you have to buy one plain balloon, the cost would be 12 rupees, and for one fancy balloon the cost will be 16 rupees. And what should we find out? We should find out the total cost of 5 plain and 5 fancy balloons. Yes, so what is the cost of 5 plain balloons? 5 into 12, that is equal to 60, and the cost of 5 fancy balloons is 16 into 5. 5 6 are 30, 3 carried, 5 ones are 5 plus 3, 8. So 60 rupees is the cost of 5 plain balloons and 80 rupees is the cost of 5 fancy balloons. The total cost, we have to find out the total cost. That means we have to add these two. 80 plus 60, 0, 8 plus 6, 14. So 140 rupees is our final answer. Option A, 140. Understood children how to solve this problem? First we need to find out the cost of 5 plain balloons and 5 fancy balloons. Then we have to add them together to get the final answer. Moving on to next question 7. The below picture shows the money that Shankar has after selling his books. What is the total amount of money he has? What are they saying? Now this here is the total amount our Shankar has after selling his books. We should find out the total amount. That means we have to find out the value here. Add all these together. 100 plus 50. 150 plus we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 2 rupee coins. So 2 into 6 is equal to 12. 150 plus 12 is 162. Then we have 1, 2. So 2 rupees, when we add it we have 164, and then lastly we have 250 rupee coins. If you remember about 50 rupee coins children, 250 rupee coins make 1 rupee. Yes, the value of 250 rupee coins put together is 1 rupee. So here to the total 164, let us add 1 more rupee. Then the answer will be 165. That is option A. Understood children? It is a very simple question, right? We just have to add the various amounts that are shown in the picture to get the total amount. Next question. How many 25 paise coins will you get for 5 rupee coin? If this might seem a little bit tricky, but it is actually very easy children. We already know that 4 25 paise coin make 1 rupee. 4 of 25 paise coin make 1 rupee. Now how many 25 paise coin will make? So to find out this, what should we do? 4 into 5. Yes, 4 for 1 rupee into 5. That is the total number of rupees. Here we are having a 5 rupee coin. Suppose if we want to find out for 10 rupee coin, we need to multiply this 4 by 10. Understood, children? 4, we get 4 25 paise coins for 1 rupee. So 4 into 5 here. Why 5? Because we want to know the number of 25 paise coins we will get for a 5 rupee coin. 4 into 5 is equal to 20. So we'll get 20 25 paise coins. Or the another way to solve this question is, first convert this 5 rupees into paise. 5 into 100 is equal to 500 paise. Now if we divide the 500 paise by 25 paise, we have 25 twos are 50. When we subtract 0 is our remainder. 0 brought down. 25 zeros are 0 and 0 is our remainder. Yes, children. So 20 here is our answer. That means in a 5 rupee, for a 5 rupee coin we will get 20 25 paise coin. Suppose in the same way if they ask you how many 50 paise coins will you get for a 5 rupee coin, we know that 2 into 50 paise is equal to 1 rupee. So this 2 into 5 rupees is equal to 10. For a 5 rupee coin, we'll get 10 50 paise coins and 20 25 paise coins. I hope you are clear with this, children. Yes, next question 9. If the cost of one packet of Milky Bar is 10 rupees, how many packets can I get for 60 rupees with the free offer shown? What are they saying? The cost of one Milky Bar. What is Milky Bar? Milky Bar is a chocolate, right? Yes, so the cost of one packet of Milky Bar is 10 rupees and we have 60 rupees with us. And we are having a free offer. What is it? Buy 3 Milky Bars and get 1 Milky Bar free. That means if you have 3 Milky Bar, if you buy 3 Milky Bars, you will get 1 more Milky Bar free. Now how much money do we have? 60. What is the cost of each packet of Milky Bar? 10. First let us see how many can we buy. Okay. 60 divided by 10. The total amount divided by the cost of each Milky Bar. So 60 divided by 10 is 10 6 are 60. The remainder is 0. So we can buy 6 Milky Bars with 60 rupees when there is no offer. But here we are having an offer. If you buy 3 Milky Bars, we will get 1 free. For 3 Milky Bars, we will get 1 free. For 6 Milky Bars, how many will we get free, children? 6 divided by 3, that is equal to 2. Or if you divide, suppose these are 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 6 Milky Bars. If you divide it into groups of 2, how many are we having? We are having 2 groups of 3. Yes. So for every 3 we will get 1 extra. So add 1 extra here and also an extra here. Now count the total number of Milky Bars we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So for 60 rupees normally we will get 6 Milky Bars. But as we are having the buy 3 get 1 offer, we got 8 bars. Understood, children? What is it? For 3 we will get 1. For 6 how many will we get? We have to divide 6 by 3. 3 2s are 6. When we subtract 0 is our remainder. So for 6 Milky Bars, we'll get 2 Milky Bars free. We already have 6. we'll get 2 free. So when we add 6 plus 2, 8 will be the total number of Milky Bars we have. Understood, children? It is actually quite simple problem if you understand the question properly. What is the correct answer here? Option B, 8 Milky Bars we can get for 60 rupees with the free offer shown. Next question 10. Nani goes to the market with 20 rupees and buys 2 of the following items. How much money will he be left with? What are they saying? That our Nani here goes to the market with 20 rupees and buys only 2 of the following. We are having 3 items here and he buys only 2. How much money will he be left with after buying the 2 items? See children, we have to apply some logic here. What is it? If we have 20 rupees, you can buy something that costs 20 rupees or less. That costs 20 rupees or less. I cannot buy for 25 rupees when I have only 20 rupees with me. Yes, I cannot go to the shop and buy a item costing 25 rupees when I have only 20 rupees with me. Now if you look at the following items, what are they saying? Nani buys only 2 items. Suppose if we take pen and a book, they have not mentioned which 2 items, children. We should find out which 2 items he can buy with this 20 rupees. If we take the pen and book, 12 plus 18, the total cost would be 30 rupees. Is this possible? Can Nani buy these 2 together? No, because he has only 20 rupees. Now next coming to book and scale. 18 plus 3, 8 plus 3, 11, 1 plus 1, 2. So again the cost here is 21 rupees, children. This 21 rupees is again more than the amount that he has. So he cannot afford to buy. He cannot afford to buy book and the scale together. Now the last one remaining is pen and scale together. 12 plus 3, 2 plus 3, 5 and 1. So when he buys a pen and a scale together, the total cost would be 15 rupees. It is less than our 20 rupees, yes. So he can buy these 2 together, a pen and a scale. And this 20 rupees, he had 20 rupees but he bought for the value of 15 rupees only. Now how much money is left with him? We need to subtract 20 minus 15. 0 minus 5 is not possible. So borrowing 10 minus 5, 5. 1 minus 1, 0. So 5 is our answer, children. 5 rupees. Yes, after buying the 2 items. Which 2 items? The pen and the scale. Nani is left with 5 rupees with him. Option B. So in questions like this, they will not mention which 2 items or which 3 items the person is buying. We have to try the different combinations as we have done just now and check which is possible for us to buy. Understood, children? Next question 11. Again see a similar question here. If you have 5 rupees, what can you buy? What are we having here now? We are having only 5 rupees with us. An eraser costs 1 rupee 50 paise. Pencil costs 3 rupees. Sharpener costs 2 rupees 50 paise. Paper clip costs 50 paise. And scale costs our 2 rupees. Now we should find out which items can we buy. The advantage here is, children, we are having the options, right? So we can take each option and check whether we can buy or not. Coming to the first one, pencil plus sharpener. Pencil plus sharpener. If we add 3 plus 2 rupee 50 paise together, what will we have? We'll have 5 rupees 50 paise. But what amount do we have? We have only 5 rupees. So we cannot buy a pencil and a sharpener. Coming to option B, eraser, scale and pencil. Let me erase this here. Eraser, scale and pencil. If we add all these three together, 1 rupee 50 paise, 3 rupees and 2 rupees. The answer would be 6 rupees 50 paise. Again, this is also exceeding the amount that we have. So we cannot buy it. Coming to option C, pencil, eraser, pin. Pencil, eraser and pin. Now what will be the total cost here? 1 rupee 50 paise plus 3 rupees plus 50 paise. Now when we add all these together, 0, 10, 1 carried, 1 plus 3, 4, 4 plus 0, 4, 4 plus 1, 5. So 5 rupees is the answer. And the amount we have is also equal to 5 rupees. So option C is the correct answer. From 5, with the 5 rupees we have, we can buy a pencil, eraser and a pin. Clear children? Question number 11. Next question 12. Raja wants to buy a ball which costs rupees 8. He checks his pocket and finds that he has these coins. Which of the following is true? See, Raja has found these coins in his pocket. First, let us look at the value of the coins. 2 rupees plus 1, 2, 3. So 3 rupees will be equal to 5. Then again we have 250 rupees coins here, which is equal to 1 rupee, and again 250 rupee coins which is equal to 1 rupee. So 5 plus 1, 6. Then again another 1. When we add all these together, the total value is 7 rupees. And what does Raja want to do? Raja wants to buy a ball which costs 8 rupees. Remember children, amount Raja has is 7 rupees. The cost of the ball is 8 rupees. Now let us look at the options. We have to find out the statement which is true. Option A, Raja can buy the ball and be left with 1 rupee and 50 paise. See children, the ball is 8 rupees and he has only 7 rupees. Can he buy the ball? No option. If you look at option B, Raja cannot buy the ball. Yes, Raja cannot buy the ball. But again, what are they saying? Because he will fall short by 2 rupees and 50 paise. Now, is this true children? If you look at the difference between the amounts, the ball is 8 rupees but he has only 7 rupees. When we subtract, he is falling short of only 1 rupee. But here they are saying that he will fall short by 2 rupee and 50 paise. So again B is wrong. Coming to option C, Raja cannot buy the ball because he will fall short by 1 rupee. Yes, this is our correct option. Raja cannot buy the ball. Why? Why? Because see, the cost of ball is more than the amount that he has. He cannot pay for it and he will fall short by 1 rupee. Option C becomes our correct answer. As understood children? And with this we've come to the end of today's class. We have discussed a few previous year questions from the chapter money, right? We will discuss few more in the coming class. I hope today's class was clear. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates. ఏం పార్మిత నీకు ఉండదా కొద్దిగా కూడా పో అమ్మకు చెప్పు పో ఫోన్లో మాట్లాడుతుంది చెప్పు పో నేను క్లాసులు ఏం వినను నాకు